Hi there. Today I want to talk about a side gig, having a side gig. I think everybody on the planet, no matter what you do, no matter what your profession is or your day job or whatever, I think everybody should have a side gig. That's just my personal opinion. My side gig is food delivery. I do Uber Eats, DoorDash, and Grubhub. Obviously not all at the same time, but I'm signed up with all of them. Uber Eats, I would say, is the main one that I do. It was the first one that I signed up to. And then I signed up with DoorDash and then Grubhub. But what I like most about them is extremely flexible. It's like you turn on the app and you're working. If you want to turn it off, you're not working. Like, you don't have to call your boss and say, I'm not going to be in today. Oh, I got a situation. Oh, I need a couple weeks off. Oh, none of that. It's just once you're on, you have the app, you need some cash, you turn it on. And and like for me, why I was doing it a couple, like back when the pandemic first started. I was doing it real strong, real hard, and it was good financially. It was really good for me. I got out of debt. I was able to pay off a lot of bills, all my bills actually, and put some savings aside and all of that. It was great. It was the greatest thing that happened to me financially. And then this year I had some personal challenges, so I kind of put it on the back burner, and I didn't have that need as much. So I put it on the back burner. But now what I did this past week, I went out of town. I took a trip out of town, and I scheduled to stay 2 nights. Like my hotel was, I booked it a couple months ago. A summer getaway, stay 2 nights, and by the time I was scheduled to come home, I didn't want to go home. I didn't want to come back. I was just like, nah, I'm a stay another night. So I stayed another night, which, costs. And then the next night came, and I was supposed to go home then. And I was like, nah, I don't want to go home. So I stayed 4 nights. So I got to pay that bill. I got to pay that credit card bill. So I said, today I'm getting out here and do some deliveries to make up by the time my credit card bill is due. So that's what I'm doing today. But that's what I love about it. It's extremely flexible. You can pick it up, pick it down. All you're doing is delivering food. You're just you pick up the food at the restaurant or fast food or wherever you're picking it up from, and then you're dropping it off wherever it needs to go. Easy breezy. Like, it's so easy. If you don't want to, it tells you how far of a distance you have to go. If you don't want to go that far, don't accept the order. And then even after you accept it, you can still cancel it. It's just such an easy thing to me, and this is why I do it. So yeah, so I'm doing a delivery now for Boston Market. Forget how much it's paying. Between $6 and $8. I don't remember. But these are easy deliveries. I did one delivery today. It was 10 miles. It wasn't worth it. It's like paying $12. Which to me wasn't worth it, but it was taking me to an area that I like to work in. So that's the reason I did it. So, it doesn't always have to be just about the money. It could be the place where the pickup is, they have a nice clean restroom, and you got to go to the bathroom, so you take it for that reason. So as I was saying, sometimes the orders don't make sense as far as the amount you're getting paid. But like, okay, this order I just picked up, I'm not sure how many miles, but it's let's say it's 5 miles. They're only paying me $5 for it, right? Usually that's $1 a mile. Usually I want more. I want more than that. But I took it because I'm a little ways away from my home, my home area. And I want to go home. I want to head home. So I took the delivery, even though it's paying less, because if I'm going to drive home anyway, at least let me get paid for it. At least let me make something for it. So I'll take $5 for it. You know what I mean? So that's my rationale for sometimes taking a delivery, that, you don't always have to, it doesn't always have to be top dollar, because sometimes it can be top dollar. Like, an order came today for $20. It's a great order, but it was taking me way in the opposite direction I wanted to be in, and I wasn't going that far for $20, because I was going to have to drive all the way back, and no, I'm not doing that. So yeah, so just a little tip on, when you're picking deliveries, when you're picking the orders, it doesn't always have to be about the money. Like, I'll give you another example. Some days when I'm coming from work, when I leave my job and I'm driving home, I'm not doing anything after work, I'm just driving home. So I'll take a couple deliveries to get, I have about a 35 minute, 40 minutes, depending on traffic, ride home. So I'll take usually it'll take a couple of deliveries in that direction, just so it's basically, if those two orders are paying me $5 each, that's $10. So I just got paid $10 to go home. So that paid for my gas home. That's it. Nothing grander. Nothing. It's not paying for. It's not paying a bill. It's not paying anything. But it's going in my direction anyway. So I'm just grabbing someone's food and headed to my direction. Now, I'm not going to take a delivery going in the opposite direction, or that's going to take me out of my way. But if all I'm doing is going home after work, I'll take a couple deliveries in my direction, and at least I've made that. So that's how I look at it sometimes when I'm sorry. I know the sun is beaming, but that's how I look at it sometimes when I'm really not, working this for major profit. I'm just, once you're on the apps, you're on them. So you can do one delivery a day if you want. You can do as many deliveries as you want. I know Uber Eats has a limit, so you can't drive for over 12 hours straight. You have to take a break. But outside of that, you can do as many or as little orders as you want. Now, I don't know if there's a point to, if you don't use the app for, I don't know. It can't be a couple of months, because I think I've gone a couple of months without using them and nothing's happened. It's not like they gave me a warning or something like that. The only thing, usually you'll have to update your, the app. And then with Uber, they always, randomly will have you take a picture of yourself to just verify that it's you driving. So you may have to do that. But other than that, There's nothing else that they require you to do. So just some tidbits about food delivery. But again, it's a great side gig. It's extremely flexible, and if you need some money, it's a great way to get some money, same day. And final thing I'll mention is, let's say you needed some money today. You had something going on and you needed the money today. You could literally cash out. You can cash out after each transaction, which is crazy. I don't know why you would do that, because you're paying for the transactions. And I forget how much each of the apps cost. I think DoorDash is $1.99, I want to say. I think Grubhub is like 50 cents. I don't remember. And I don't know, Uber Eats might be, I don't know. I can't believe I don't remember how much they cost. But so every time you cash out, you're paying for that. And I mean, if you put in several hours and you've got a few $100s in there, yeah, who cares about 50 cents or $1.99? But if you've only done a few deliveries, it may not be worth your while to cash out every couple of the deliveries. But sometimes it's like that. Sometimes you need that money. So anyway, I just want to share my side gig that I've been doing for a couple years now. It was very lucrative in the beginning, and now it's not as much, but still, you can still make some money. So if you need something to do on the side, just sign up for the apps. It don't hurt. All right, I'm done for the day. I'm done. I just did a couple of deliveries. For my last two deliveries were actually a double delivery for Dairy Queen, and one was picking up a cake and the other was just an order of ice cream. So those were my last two orders. So it was decent. It was a decent weekend. I mean, I just did my total. I think I made around $160 for the weekend. That's for the weekend. I don't even know how many hours that was, but it was something. And like I was saying earlier, it's gonna go towards my weekend getaway that I just came home from. That could be a bill. And sure, I did have to get gas, because I'm sure that's going to be your question. I believe I spent about $25 in gas between the 2 days, because I got gas. About $25 in gas is what I spent today. I mean, over the weekend. So do the math. Deduct 25 from 162, and that's how much gas I spent. So yeah, you will have to. Oh wow, there's a deer running across the road. You will have to pay for gas. You will have to take your taxes out of that as well. So consider all of that. But at the end of the day, you're still making a profit, and it's still, I think it's worth it. Some people might argue with that and say it's not worth it. But, what else can you do? Like I said, that my foot is hurting. I don't know why. What else can you do where you don't have to commit to a certain amount of hours? You can just log on at any point in the day, night, evening, whatever. You can just log on. Now, what's going on up here? So that's why I love it. Mainly is the flexibility of it. I know I don't make nearly as much as what I made when I first started doing it. Definitely, that's, you know. Oh, what happened here? Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I don't make as nearly as much as what I did in the beginning because I don't put as much time into it. I mean, I was working it every waking hour outside of my day job when I first started, because I was like, oh, you know, like from my very first delivery, I saw that, oh, I can make money doing this. And I just went all in, and it's been great. But like I said, life has happened for me just like anybody else, so I slowed it down, and now I'm like, I gotta pay this bill when it comes, when the credit card is due, and I don't want to take it out of my, my regular money. So this is a great incentive, because once I met my goal, I didn't really have a big incentive to get back out there every day or every weekend or whatever. Like anything could come up and I would be like, I'm not doing it. It could look like it was gonna rain and I'm like, I'm good. But now I have a reason. I want to be able to pay my bill for my hotel stay completely. Like, I don't want to take from my paycheck. I don't want to take from any money that I already have. I want to for it to pay for itself. Not for it to pay for itself. You know what I mean? I want to pay for that trip with my Uber and DoorDash and Grubhub money. And I may even plan another trip before the summer's out. In fact, I know I will. And I will plan that to be paid for as well. So just my input. Do what works for you, but this is what works for me. And that's that on that. And don't forget, comment below. Comment. Let me hear what you think. What are some things you would need this to pay for? Like the video, and then share with friends. Share with someone that needs a part-time gig. And then subscribe to the channel. And have a good one.